And speaking of roads, we all know what a mess the highways have been all week long. One of the reasons, abandoned vehicles. Today was a day for drivers to get their cars or face being towed out of the way. We have team coverage from I-20 East and Highway 280 with Ashley Roberts and Fred Davenport.
Pictures are the only way these drivers want to remember the winter storm. Snow and ice, everything but nice on Highway 280. Let's start with James Dawson.
Everybody sliding and jackknifing, and I got stuck.
And this is where his car stayed on Tuesday. He hitched a ride from a family of Good Samaritans who worked nearby. He ended up sleeping in an office building.
They let me come over there with them, so I stayed in the conference room overnight.
Wednesday, he made it to the Hampton.
That was great, good night's sleep in 2 days and living off the vending machine, so that was quite an adventure.
And quite a walk for Ben Lunsford, who was also forced to ditch his car. Get this, after walking about 1.5 miles, he also hitched a ride home.
I stuck the thumb up, and the first guy in the dually was nice enough to pick me up, and so he had four-wheel drive, so we were the only one on the road at that time.
Today, Lunsford's wife brought him back to 280 to get his car, and he wasn't alone on the road this time. Dozens of drivers coming back to the scene of the storm, which brings us to Amanda Powell. Amanda says she left work on Highway 280, but didn't make it far. Halfway down the road, she stopped, parked, and walked back to work.
It was a little scary, obviously, because you knew it was going to get bad pretty quickly once you saw just how much snow was coming down and the traffic that was happening right in front of us.
Traffic, snow, nowhere to go.
I told everybody if I could have had a bobsled in my trunk, next time I'd pack one for
safekeeping?
Yeah, safekeeping, some skis, something, you know.
As the sun sheds light on the area, the ice and snow begin to melt. James turns the key, and with a little push from my photographer, finally able to make it home. The good news after Tuesday's snowfall, Highway 280 is slowly getting back to normal, which is a welcoming sight for drivers. Along Highway 280, I'm Ashley Roberts, Alabama's 13 News.
The